I'm convinced the male loneliness epidemic wouldn't exist if men had to invest about 10% of the self-knowledge and self-investigation that women are forced to out of necessity. Otherwise, like, you will suffocate in this world that hates you. Like, if men were forced to do even 10% of, like, the studying of their own condition, of their own humanity, they would not be whining about it in this particular helpless, woe is me, women need to fix it way. They would feel empowered because they would understand that it is their own wound to tend to. And I'm reading Women Who Run with Wolves right now, and literally the metaphor and stories that she's telling, I'm like, oh my God, this is if men were to read it, but men don't, not that men don't read, but like, okay, say that they read. They're reading like How to Be Powerful books, right? But they don't want to attend to this wound, this like stinking wound that she's talking about, where she's very much into this, like, obviously the bones, the skeleton woman, the gray ladies, the death, the life-death paradox that is very present within women. And she's saying you can't like play with the flesh without bringing up that like skeleton woman who is like dealing with the deepest, darkest parts of a woman's humanity. You can't have one without the other. But then this story is about somebody who got Hercules' bow and arrow, who ends up getting hurt in the foot and has this like gross stinking wound because of it, and he can't attend to it, and nobody wants to attend to it, so nobody's using the bow and arrow, right? And so I literally highlighted this passage. The stinking wound was not the only tragedy, not only the injury, but for 20 years' time, the only medicine he poured into the wound was bitterness, substance abuse, carousing. When men have wounds like these, you can smell them coming. No woman, no love, no attention heals such a wound, only self-compassion. And the offshoot of this was from the story where the skeleton woman like drinks the tear of the sailor in the night. And it says the only way to be a knowing man is to go to school in the bones of skeleton woman. She is waiting for a signal of deep feeling, that one tear that says, I admit the wound. And I think that I admit the wound is like literally, this is the solution to all of their problems. You cannot admit the wound, so you're never gonna address it. You're never gonna address the thing that truly hurts inside, in the ego, that makes this like whole male loneliness epidemic such a stupid, very fixable stench of tend to your own garden, mate. Stop complaining about why no, like, men will not want to be vulnerable in any way, and also reject vulnerability from women, and then be like, well, why am I lonely? And you have to admit the wound and then fucking address it with something other than bitterness. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, women,